Hello everyone, my name is Jojo, and decided to do a video, kind of like some others that you might have seen on YouTube right now, and just kind of go over my personal progress with getting into the Horus Heresy. I've been waiting close to a bit more than 10 years now to get into this, so to finally get involved, I'm super happy, and this is actually going to be my Ultramarines. I know that the metallic might throw some people off, but I mean, between the metallic scheme that you kind of see in the Forge World Black Books, and then my personal preference is I love metal armies. I am really just happy with how this kind of came out. Um, and honestly, just so stoked. I actually have this guy here that I've finished painting already, just to kind of give you the idea of what it's going to look like at the end. I'm going to be redoing his eyes. The eyes did not turn out at all the way I wanted them to, and I might just go for a more traditional lens look. Come on, focus, please. There we go. So yeah, so the metallic blue looks fantastic, especially against a more weathered kind of gold. Um, and I'm very excited to get the rest of the army in that state. He is a contemptor I painted up while I was waiting for my box to come. But starting over here, we have our Cataphract. I almost said Contemptor Terminators. Cataphract Terminators. And the Sergeant here, I didn't miss his blue. I'm actually going to be using the scheme out of the Black Book, where he has the gold chest, the white helmet, and the white gorget. Just because it'll really draw that concept of this guy is definitely different than the others. And I really think that that scheme will look amazing next to the blue. So I just really am happy with the blue and how that's turned out so far. And kind of made an interesting little mixed weapons squad here. So we got some heavy flamers, we got some combi bolters, we got some guys with lightning claws, and like I said, that's the sergeant. So just kind of give him some teeth and challenges possibly, and just make the squad a little bit, kind of effective, all kinds of different ways. Maybe we'll see. I don't know. Moving on, we have three squads of the tactical marines. The fourth squad I'm going to be making into a heavy support squad with autocannons, but I don't have those bits yet, and because of that, I decided not to build them just because it felt kind of weird to build the bodies and the head and then like just have them sit there. It just would be easier just to build them all together when I have the arms, right? So three squads, all chain bayonets. We got the Vexilla, we got the Nuncio Vox, all the sergeants. I went ahead and did the iconic Space Marine, Ultramarine, Power Fist, Plasma Pistol, Melta Bombs. Um, I do plan on giving these guys Artificer Armor as well, just because that just seems like a great idea from gameplay standpoint. But there really wasn't a good way to represent that straight out of the box, right? So I'm thinking that I'm going to represent that in their paint jobs. And from the Black Book, Tempest, and it also I do believe it shows it in the Liber Astartes, the Loyalist book, that the Artificer armor for Ultramarines in some cases is gold. So I might make their chests gold just to kind of draw that, concept that their armor's special in some way. Um, I'm not entirely sure about how I want to do that yet. And if you guys have any ideas, let me know. Just because it seems like it would be an interesting concept, right? Is how do I approach that from the painting perspective, and especially not, you don't want to waste you don't want to use too much time, right? So I'd like to hear some thoughts. I think the gold is going to be what I'm going to do, or I might just accept the fact that there isn't really a great way to show that. So I do have to say though, the beakies, I love the beakies and the chain bayonets on these guys. So cool. I am so happy and so excited to get these guys on the battlefield. Um, Moving on, we have my Contemptor. So I went ahead and really pushed his posability here. So he kind of has this lunging forward kind of pose. And I gave him a fancy sword here because my idea is that he was a Legion champion turned dreadnought that the last time he fought, the Ultramarines were facing off against orcs, so that's why he's kitted out with a heavy flamer and the Gravis bolt cannon, I do believe, and a Havoc launcher. Um, and I do plan on using these wonderfully open, non-detailed panels to kind of give some freehand to, and I kind of coming up with the concept of medieval heraldry to kind of go with that. So kind of play off his own little story and character that I've come up with him. But I really like this kit. So didn't magnetize it because I don't have the right magnets, and honestly, I didn't care enough to. But I think that this is more than fine. He looks fantastic. Moving on, we have the two characters in the box. I went ahead and changed the Axeman into a Primaris Medicae. And I just figured that from a gameplay perspective, this guy will be useful. From a narrative perspective, this guy is so important, especially after the Ultramarines took their massive losses at Calth and Armatura. Having a Primaris Medicae in your forces is, I mean, it's a treasure. It's a priceless treasure. And more importantly, this guy is going to be. I just thought that the kind of look on him, kind of in a way, matched that the other Primaris Medicae from Forge World that was released a few years ago, where it's this very bulky, like just built up armor, kind of covered in symbology. I felt like this guy did a great job of looking like that. Next up, we have my actual Praetor, and right now he's in this pose. This isn't going to be his final pose. I'm actually going to have him just going to tilting forward like this, like he's lunging forward as well, just because I felt like that would be more dynamic than just standing on a rock. Paragon Blade, Power Fist, it's going to be master crafted because, let's see, come on, focus, please. There we go. Just because it's this nice, good-looking Power Fist here. And then I'm really happy. This helmet's so cool. It has the Ultima symbol on the crest, and it has lightning bolts as a hawk on it. So I'm really excited for like the little bits in conversion. Like I changed the guy's belt out for a Ultima belt, and then his Iron Halo. So it's also then split the cape as well for the arms, so they would work properly. But overall, I'm really happy with how this guy's coming along. And finally, the Spartan is going to be another example of freehand. I'm actually going to be putting on the panels in the sides here. In the front, the Invictus poem, which I highly recommend going and checking out. But I think that's going to be it for now. Go ahead and let me know what you guys think, and what are you guys working on? I would love to hear.